We want to return to that breaking and now very sad news in Yonkers. Josh Einiger returning. He was at the earlier on the Eyewitness News Countdown, and we talked about this, Josh. We didn't know all the facts in the case. We didn't know whether he was on duty, off duty, whether that was a police car undercover or whether it just could have been a police car undercover. And now we know that this 24-year-old veteran has died, and broken hearts everywhere, that's for sure, including on this set.
Yeah, it's the news that a lot of people, everyone here on the scene, and so many people were dreading, us included. But we do now know that a member of the Yonkers Police Department, a sergeant with 24 years on the job, died in what looks like it could have been a freak accident on an overpass over the Sprainbrook Parkway. Let me step out of the way. We do know a little bit more, according to police, about the dynamics of this scene, and it got a little darker back there. So if we can zoom all the way back there, and I'll show you, you're looking at a bus facing us, a car that's to its side, and then both of them are sort of T-boned another car that's in the foreground. The car farther away from the camera next to the bus, that is an unmarked, not necessarily undercover, but an unmarked police car, Chevy Impala, that was being driven by an on-duty sergeant with the Yonkers Police Department over that overpass next to the bus driving westbound here on Tuckahoe Road, when the car in the foreground, which is a BMW, which was heading in the opposite direction away from the camera, somehow, for reasons that are not clear right now, lost control, crossed the roadway, and drove basically right into both the police car and the bus. The sergeant who was driving the police car was rushed to Jacobi Hospital, where doctors there were not able to save his life. The driver of the BMW who lost control is also critically injured. He is, or she, still alive, but critically injured and being treated right now at a nearby trauma center. We're told the driver of the bus also sustained a non-life-threatening injury. Unclear how many passengers, if any, were on that bus. We're still trying to get that information, although the release from the police department didn't mention, as far as I know, any actual occupants of the bus itself aside from the driver. But that is the scene right now. You can see there's a really extensive accident investigation scene. These things obviously treated as a crime scene because they have to preserve all the evidence and figure out exactly what this was, should this become a criminal matter. But at the moment, it just looks like a really horrible accident on an overpass in the dark at rush hour over the Sprainbrook Parkway that has claimed the life of a decorated 24-year veteran of the Yonkers Police Department. And we'll, of course, have more on this story. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, well, we got a minute or so, and I want to talk to you about this. First of all, the police department saying they have not announced his name because the family is still being notified. This is just so horrific, Josh. And I am told, apropos of what you were talking about, whether passengers, we're now hearing that there were about 30 bus passengers. They were treated at the scene for minor injuries late this afternoon, about 3:30 today. So that was a full bus. It could have been a whole lot worse, although it's just so horrific that this 24-year-old veteran has succumbed to his injuries. What's the scene like there? They're there, obviously, and it's all roped off, but how many police officers are there from what you can see?
A lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, we moved to the side so we got a better shot of the accident scene, but Evan went us to go over in that direction. There's a really extensive scene, lots of police officers from the Yonkers Police Department, also state troopers. It's unclear who's going to be in charge of this investigation. Yeah. It looks like the Yonkers police are in charge, of course, right now. It's a quiet scene. You know, these things are always kind of surreal. You know, the police officers are professional. They're doing their job. They're investigating an accident, even if it involves one of their own. And even if they know that that could have been them, they all spend all day, their whole tour, driving around. But life continues. Just under all this is the Sprainbrook Parkway. It's rush hour. People are just going about their business, riding right under this scene of carnage right here on an overpass over the roadway, totally unaware of what's going on above them. So that's sort of the surreality of what happens at a scene like this. You know, it's awful. This is an officer who became a sergeant, who has, you know, 24 years on the job, who has presumably been through all kinds of things, only to die in what looks like it could have been a freak accident on a random overpass at night when somebody crossed the center median and drove right into him. We'll get more information, hopefully, as the night progresses, and of course maybe tomorrow from the police about the dynamics of why they think this happened, if there were perhaps drugs or alcohol involved with the driver who lost control, or any other issues. We have no reason to think that, but of course that's going to be a part of their investigation.
So much we don't know yet. So much we don't know.
Just a sense of shock.
Right, and you're going to spend the night getting the information. Perhaps they will identify this Yonkers Police Department with 2 decades and 4 years plus on the force. Josh, thank you. Keep us posted, and we'll see you tonight on Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock. Much appreciated. Our thoughts are with that Yonkers police sergeant's family, and we're thinking about them.